Austin here from Double Tech, and today we have very unfortunate news. AT&T plans to begin data capping. They were doing trials in a few areas, including Reno, last year, and they stopped doing those trials, and we all thought that our worst nightmares had gone away. So starting on May 2nd, if you're an AT&T DSL user, you'll get a cap of 150 gigabytes. And if you are a Uverse user, you'll have a cap of 250 gigabytes. And the 250 gigabytes is the same size as Comcast's network. And Comcast has been imposing their cap for a while. But it is a little bit mysterious with Comcast because there are quite a few people who use more than 250 gigs and not much happens. And other people do, and they're cut off from the internet from Comcast for a year. I strongly oppose Comcast, and I've never been a fan of their company at all. So what an internet cap is you have fast, speedy internet, but you're limited to use a certain amount of it. So if you watch too many videos or download too many online documents or watch too many Netflix, and you're cut off, or you have to start paying extra. And AT&T has chosen to charge $10 for 50 gigabytes. That's an outrageous price. It doesn't cost AT&T 1/1000th of that to deliver it. Now I don't have hard data for my costs, but it's pretty widely accepted that data does not cost anywhere near $10 for 50 gigabytes. That's just artificially jacked up well beyond belief. They haven't given us an official reason yet. I know that their excuse is going to be that our network has issues and can't handle this much data, and there's people who are hogging the internet. I don't like it when they label people as hogging the internet. People are just using the service that they've been sold. You know, if you sell somebody speeds of 24 megabytes, they should be allowed to use that. If your network cannot handle that speed, please don't sell it. But here's where AT&T's issue goes even further in the hole. The way that their network physically works, the way that DSL or VDSL network physically works, is you go from the internet to AT&T's facilities, and then every single house has their own individual line to their house. And this is your phone line. You know, this is what AT&T sends their DSL or VDSL signals down. And the problem is house 3 can be using internet all day long, hogging as much as I can. It has zero effect on what house 2 and house 1's internet does. It doesn't slow down at all. Now, it could slow down if everyone starts using too much, because AT&T has backhaul that goes back to the internet. If AT&T's issue is with backhaul, they need to upgrade their infrastructure. This is not an issue that they should pass on to their consumers. But they will argue that the issue with their network is from their facilities to the individual houses, which their argument has zero logic. Everyone's house has its own individual line that goes there. So everyone has their own private road going to AT&T's facilities. It cannot affect your neighbor's internet at all. So even if I am abusing my one individual internet line, it's not affecting anybody else. This is very different than if you're on a cable network. With Comcast or any other cable network, you're sharing a finite, limited amount of internet among many other users. There's one line between your house and Comcast facilities that you share. And unfortunately, the way that Comcast network works is you have to have caps. If somebody's downloading a ton, it really does hurt somebody else's internet. And I can agree with that because cable in my area is pretty poor and does slow down in the evenings. It was necessary. But on the other end, AT&T's network doesn't have any capacity issues right now. They haven't let us know. And it doesn't slow down in the evenings. So I see capping on this network is entirely unnecessary. So why is AT&T capping? Because they sell TV services, and people are migrating away from these TV services and going to companies like Netflix. And AT&T doesn't want to outright ban Netflix or charge Netflix for bandwidth use. They can't legally do that. Nobody would ever go for it. So this is their made-up way around it, is to impose internet caps. Now, I personally do use quite a bit of internet bandwidth. but my monthly gigabyte use is probably around 200 gigabytes a month. Yes, that is below the cap, but I know that that will grow over time. So thanks for watching this video. I welcome opposition to anybody who disagrees or agrees with my points that I've made. This isn't a really well organized video, it's just me talking about what I think when I've just learned about this. I'll try to make more constructed videos and responses later on to this, because we have some time until May 2nd to try to present our case to AT&T, and hopefully AT&T will either back off or really provide their consumers data. Be open about it, be transparent about it, AT&T. If you have a real reason to be capping, please let us know. Thanks for watching.